Hello my gorgeous peopleini, if you are watching me right now, you are meant to hear these readings, you are meant to hear these oracle messages, you are meant to hear these special oracle messages that I am going to have for all 12 signs of Zodiac, individual messages which are most certainly going to be individually time-stamped. So these oracle messages are rather special. I can feel that they're rather special, but at the same time they are timeless indeed, which means that whenever you come across this video, you were meant to come across this video. You were meant to hear these messages. These messages are short, but they are quite important. So for each horoscope sign, I'm going to take 3 different oracle cards. So these are the messages that I am talking about. So I am going to start with my gorgeous Aries. My gorgeous Aries, your first oracle message is, my gorgeous Aries, okay, sacred divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. Aries, my gorgeous Aries, there are 2 paths ahead. I'm talking about something important, I'm talking about something sacred, I'm talking about something divine. Okay, just remember this. Your oracle card number 2, my gorgeous Aries, is let go and be. Wildness and freedom. Let go and be. Okay? Just remember this. This is very important when it comes to your personal reconnection, which means that you should pretty much you should be focusing quite a lot on different ways how you can rejuvenate yourself through the actual nature, how you can ground yourself, or also how you can do something really good for you, which is going to boost your energy and personal vibration at the same time. So your second oracle card is let go and be, which means that you have been worrying about lots of things, but you should just pay attention to something that really means to you and something that you really want to achieve, okay, something that you would really like to happen, okay. So your third oracle card, my gorgeous Aries, is okay, oh, friendship. Just remember this, friendship. Relationships are important. People in your life are really important, okay? I'm not saying this because you didn't know that they're important, but I'm just saying that they are going to be playing really significant importance very soon, okay? So try to connect and reconnect with the people in your life as much as you possibly can. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be having oracle messages for is going to be my gorgeous Taurus, my gorgeous Taurinis. Okay, so this is the first one. So your oracle message is, okay, my gorgeous Taurinis, your oracle message is emotional challenges, resolve the issue. This is very important for you to remember, my gorgeous Taurinis, because this basically caused the blockage in your life that you need to pay attention to. You must not ignore this, okay? So just remember, it's emotional challenges and you need to resolve the issue. Very important indeed. This is a significant part of your own transformation as well, because it's been blocking you, okay? So now this is something for you to pay attention to. The second oracle card, the second oracle message is going to be, for my gorgeous Taurinis, this is your second oracle message. Okay, restore your balance. Nurturance. So it's a restore your balance. You see how important this is. You will be amazed how much better you're going to feel when you restore your balance. You have been worrying about quite a few things. You have been worrying a lot, and now you just need to kind of like separate yourself from these worries as much as you possibly can. It looks like you have been holding quite a lot on your back, so now you must must most certainly pay attention to your own balance, okay? It's very important to ignore things that have been draining you so much, that have been making you negative, but at the same time, do something good for yourself, get something nice for yourself, reward yourself, because this in itself, it's also going to increase your personal vibration, and it's going to make you feel so much better. Okay, so the next oracle card for my gorgeous Taurinis, the third oracle card is forgiveness. This is very important, okay? So karmically, you are not going to be able to move on in your life as quick as you possibly could. This is a little challenge that you're going to need to have. And you will know who I'm talking about. You need to let something go. Maybe something happened not that long ago in between you and somebody else, or something happened in your past. Very, very soon you're going to be reminded of who this person is, and very, very soon you're going to become aware of who this person is. You need to forgive to someone, because I know it's easy for me to say, of course it's easy for me to say, but then again, on another hand, it's about you releasing yourself, because there are the certain grudges that are keeping you down, and this in itself created a little problem, little obstacle when it comes to the actual negativity in your life. It's not going to remove, it's not going to move away, it's not going to remove itself, but it's preventing your internal development, and it's preventing your development in general. So it's affecting your way of life, way of thinking when it comes to making the next step without even realizing. Very soon you will know who this is. So when you become angry, or very kind of like angry about someone, just remember to kind of let that person go, let this situation go. You will grow so much. It's about how much you're gonna grow. It's not about that person, it's about you releasing yourself, and then giving the opportunity, to kind of like go on the next step when it comes to the actual, your development. Whatever you are doing, things are going to seem so much lighter after that moment in time, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, so the third sign that I'm going to be having a 3 oracle card messages is going to be my gorgeous Gemini. So your first oracle, wait just a second, that one is on the other side, like this. So now the next message, special oracle message that I'm going to have, it's going to be for my gorgeous Geminini. This is for you. Okay, so your oracle message is emotional challenges. You need to resolve the issue. This is very important, to resolve the issue, because you are not going to be able to start the process of your personal transformation. Very, very soon you are going to have a personal transformation, and the sooner you have that, the better it's going to be, because there is so much that you're going to be able to connect with, around you from such a very high angle, so many confirmations, my lord. So this is why this is so important. But emotionally, you need to resolve the certain issues. So you are going to have an emotional challenge, and it's just pretty much so very interesting, because this is what I was seeing in your readings, throughout the few readings that I said so far, throughout the January that I had. I know that there was a very important blockage that you had in between you and other people that mean to you so much, or other person, somebody very, very special. You need to pay attention to this, because this is kind of blocking you. It's not so much about you looking at the things like from a different angle, but it's about you responding to that situation by trying to keep everybody cool, by trying to be like as optimistic and positive as you can, by just having your way of thinking, your opinion, but just like kind of like also appreciating the other opinion that is completely different to you. But then you just have to learn how you're going to kind of like really meet somewhere in the middle. This is important, because it's affecting so far your own transformation. As soon as you start this, as soon as you work on this, as soon as you realize what this is, things are going to start moving in the right direction. So it's like pretty much about the people in your life. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to be a second oracle card, my gorgeous Geminini. Oh, boundaries, like this is very, very interesting indeed, okay? So for you know, you need to kind of set your boundaries in such a way. You see, this is very important to say that it's pretty much so connected to, again, in two things, you know, to two things in your life, on relationships, like people in your life who mean to you so much, but also at the same time when it comes to your work and when it comes to your career, you know, you are going to come to a very, very important moment, an important point soon. You need to put your foot down and you really need to carry on with an important aspect of your life, because something was slowed down in the process, and now that it's going to be screaming that it needs the actual continuation. So whatever you were doing, whatever you were working on, this is where you need to kind of get back to, and this is what you need to focus on, because there are the certain boundaries that you are going to need to make in order to protect yourself, in order to protect your finances, and in order to understand that it's important to stick to your original plan, you know. So just be kind of like a very much so open-minded as much as you possibly can. Your third card, my gorgeous Gemini, your third oracle card is, okay, oh, let go and be. Wildness and freedom. Okay, wildness and freedom. Let go. Let go and be. Don't let the negativity to take the better of you. I've said this so many times. We pick up so much negativity, but because you are Gemini, you're naturally psychic, you're naturally perceptive, you understand things, you get things, you know, a lot, but you need to really now try to ignore negativities as much as you can. Try to ignore like a downer. Try to ignore people who are bringing you down. Try to ignore people who are making you negative, and also try to see which aspects of your life I keep on bringing you like to the parts of your life that you shouldn't kind of worry about. It's almost like you've had so much on your back, almost like you feel like you've got the whole world on your back, and you need to understand that now very soon you are going to have the moment in your life that it's going to be so important. You will not understand where this is coming from, but it's going to put you, and it's going to be pushing you towards a certain exploration. You will want to explore the certain stage and certain part of your life, but you're going to be absolutely amazingly surprised how come that you feel so good about it without feeling negative or without feeling nervous. You know, just pay attention to signs and pay attention to synchronicities, please. Okay, so now the next oracle card that I'm going to have, it's going to be for my gorgeous Cancer. So your oracle card message, my gorgeous Cancerini, is going to be, okay, your oracle message is, ooh, birth of creation, potential growth, baby. This is a really good one, and I really get excited about this so much, you know. It's about you, you know, you are going to start something very, very soon. Very, very soon there is going to be the special beginning for you, and this in itself is going to literally change your life, but it's only going to start something like very, very tiny, something very, very little, and it's going to grow into something absolutely enormous. You have got a sacred gift, baby, when it comes to this part of your life. So how you gonna know what this is? You will just pay attention to what is actually inspiring you. This is your divine message. This is a very divine message, my gorgeous Cancerini, for you. Indeed, birth of creation, potential growth. Okay, just this is absolutely fantastic, you know. So pay attention to the motivations, pay attention to the idea, pay attention to, most importantly, my Lord, there is something very specific that it's going to be calling you, that it's going to be like, oh, it's going to be impossible to ignore. Okay, this is good. It's going to rejuvenate you so much. So now your second oracle message, my gorgeous Cancerini, is, oh, confidence. Absolutely fantastic. You are reaching the very important part of your life, very important stage of your life, where your confidence and self-esteem, it's gonna be needed. Okay, it's gonna be important. So don't kind of forget about this, because you will see this reading when you're meant to see this reading, because it means that something is coming up, baby, very soon, where you're gonna need to have a confidence, and you're gonna do absolutely brilliant. Trust yourself, follow your intuition, follow your instincts, baby. Okay, so now the third oracle card for my gorgeous Cancerini. Okay, it's going to be, oops, this just basically, they just flipped out by itself, my gorgeous Cancerini, like you are on the ball, baby. Look at this, joy, embrace the blessing of life. My goodness me, you see how important this is. You are about to have a blessing. You're about to receive a blessing. You're about to have the opportunity. You're about to have a really big chance. Just remember this, the blessing is coming. You have been through so a lot, so now this is going to be your time. Okay, just remember this. This is a very, very special message for you, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special message is a special oracle message is going to be my gorgeous Leo. Leone, this is your special oracle message. Okay, and your oracle message, third eye vision. My goodness, reclaim your mind. Third eye vision, reclaim your mind. This balance is so important. Something is coming, something new is coming, something important is coming, something like kind of something so significant is coming, which is just going to become an absolutely crucial part of your life right now, and later on it's going to be growing and growing and growing. You know, it's going to help you to kind of avoid things that don't make sense, but it's also going to help you to kind of make sense of things, you know, that don't make sense at the same time. And it's going to help you to get to know yourself even better, even more, because something is going to be kind of quite courageous, like something really kind of courageous is going to happen around you. Some kind of confidence is going to be absolutely remarkable before this moment happens, and that in itself is going to put you on the path where you are going to know exactly which part of your life you will want to take on the next stage. Pay attention to the actual visions, pay attention to the feelings, and pay attention to the emotions that you're going to have. I don't know how to stress enough, my gorgeous Leonis, how important this is. I hope you understand me. Something new is coming, something big is coming, something important is coming, something that is going to make your life so much more colorful. But this is only the beginning. So wherever you are, there's some kind of new opportunity, a new option is going to come through, which is going to become the part of your everyday life. But you will want to express yourself like this. You will be enjoying yourself. This is something that you should be doing, but this is also something that is going to bring you the necessary balance into your life. Pay attention to the opportunities. Pay attention to things that are like kind of like really inviting you. You know, pay attention to things that are very attractive to you. Pay attention to the little thoughts that you have. Pay attention to the ideas that you're going to have, because something very specific it's going to come to you, and then the vision it's going to be followed. You know, it's going to be followed by the actual vision. This is going to be so important for you. So now the next oracle card for you, my gorgeous Leone, is courage. My goodness, you see this. Just remember to have the courage, the continuation of what I was saying right now. It's all about the confidence, and it's all about the courage. You need to trust yourself. You're going to have a very important like a moment coming up very soon, but you just need to stick to your way of thinking. You need to put your foot down. Okay, you need to trust yourself. You need to follow your intuition. You don't want to give your power away. Do not give your power away. Very important moment is coming, and you just need to be yourself. You need to respond how you want to respond, not how other people want you to respond. Okay, this is something very unique, but your own uniqueness is also going to be rewarded. So an important moment is coming, but you need to have a courage. You know, sometimes you really need to like kind of 1,000,000%, not sometimes, but always you need to pay attention to your intuition. But now, my God, this is the time when you should just stick to it completely. The third card for you, my gorgeous Leone, is going to be Okay, so your third oracle card is a shine. Hold your head high. This is so significant. So now also with things that you wanted to do, with things that you wanted to try and things like that, this is a very special message that, you know, your personal energy will be strong. So don't waste this power. Don't waste this energy, because every now and then we are managed to kind of like find this so beneficial. We manage to kind of get showered with this absolutely magical energy. But what does that mean? That, you know, now at the moment you are having this absolutely superb power when it comes to starting things that you're really enjoying and projecting the maximum energy towards it. So you see it all working really well together, all these oracle cards, and they mean that something big is coming, something new is coming, where you will like to really express yourself, but you just have to have a confidence to be 100,000% yourself, because if you're not, then it is not going to be the maximum effect and the maximum impact. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be having a special oracle card message is going to be my gorgeous Virgolini. Okay, so your special oracle card message, my gorgeous Virgolini, is my gorgeous Virgolini, your special oracle card message. Ooh, hello baby, we like this color, we like a little turtle, but also we like this absolutely remarkable message. This works so well, this works so perfect with you, my gorgeous Virgolini. So it's a between worlds. New directions are going to come through, new directions are going to come forward. Like my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is very important. It is not going to be that long after you hear this reading that there are new directions that are going to come into your life, that new directions that are going to manifest. Pay attention to things that you kind of think about persistently. Pay attention to why do you feel maybe unhappy sometimes, you know, in your life. What do you need to do in order to pay attention to the certain blockages? Pay attention to the little ideas. Pay attention to things that you're doing, you know, like the things that you really enjoy doing as well at the same time, because this is your subconscious mind is going to be talking to you quite directly, quite a lot. It is going to be like kind of like absolutely impossible to ignore this. Lots of little ideas, lots of little messages, but it's pretty much so about like what you're doing right now, and it's about your future. It is like lots of uncertainty in the middle that you're going to feel, but you're just like basically what you're going to feel and what you're going to know that it's behind there. You know, it's just going to be so colorful. It's going to be absolutely impossible to ignore. You're not going to be aware of the whole vision, you know, what's going to happen to you in the near future, but you will feel that this is the right thing to do. So pay attention to these new directions. These new directions are going to change your life in so many different ways, but it's also going to help you to come out of the part of your life that just doesn't make sense. This is going to make you feel so much happier within, you know. So this is something that you need to pay attention to, my gorgeous Virgolinis. New directions in life are going to also help you to move on with the part of your life that it's been draining your energy for so long, and it blocked you, and it also made you feel like your hands are stacked at the back, like a little bit of like a self-imposed prison and things like that. So this is all about you, baby, coming out of yourself, but paying attention to the ideas and inspiration, because this is gonna tell you exactly what these new directions in life are. This doesn't have to be like a brand new path, you know. No, baby, no. It could be like maybe you're like a painter, and then you were painting eyes, and now you're just going to start painting lips, you know. It's just that could be new direction. Let me just paint lips, you know, and things like that, you know. It could be like just adding something into it. This is important, because that by you focusing on this, there is also an absolutely mind-blowing answer going to come to you to a very, very long problem, to an ongoing problem. Okay, your second oracle message, my gorgeous Virgolini, is friendship. My God, listen, this is so, please do this for me. Reconnect and connect and reconnect with all the people in your life that mean to you so much. Try to be as a part of as many kind of like groups of people as you possibly can in general. Try to be as social as you possibly can. Try to throw yourself into all sorts of opportunities, because very, very soon there are some very special people who are about to come into your life, and they are going to become an integral part of your spiritual journey. So this is rather important. So when it comes to connections, when it comes to talking, when it comes to like expressing yourself, you know, this is like gonna take you places. This is gonna help you to move on. This is going to sharpen up your intuition. This is going to sharpen up your third psychic eye and things like that. But on another hand, you know, just please do try to reconnect and connect with the people in your life as well, like your family members, if you have got them, your best friends, you know, people who are with you. Try to connect and reconnect, but communicate with them as well, because there is a lot that you're going to find out through them at this moment in time. There are certain messages and informations that you will get from the people in your life. So this is what you need to know. Reconnect, connect as much as you possibly can. Okay, so now the third oracle card, my gorgeous Virgolini. And your third oracle card is care. Be gentle with yourself. So this is like something that you need to remember as well. It's very important to try to take care of yourself. You're going to find it very beneficial to spend some time like in the forest, within the forest, in the nature, but also just touching the ground, specifically finding like kind of like finding the part of the forest in nature where people don't walk, like untouched as much as you possibly can. If it's possible, try to do that. It's going to be so good for you. It's going to bring you the world of good, baby. So try to find an untouched part of the actual nature in the forest and just touch the ground, touch the earth with your hands, and just stay like that for the next like 5-10 minutes, you know, and just imagine, you know, beautiful white light just going through you, divine white light going through you and going to each of your fingers, going into the ground, and imagine this white light going into the ground and going back at you, back to your body again, and do a few times this, and this is going to rejuvenate you like there is no tomorrow. Or you can simply just sit next to the water, next to the river, next to the sea, or you can just simply just like have a little bit of meditation in nature. This is something that is needed to you, but it's going to clear the pathways, it's going to clear the blockages, and then, you know, within the next 4 days after that moment in time, you know, you will see that, you know, there is the ideas that you will have that before you wouldn't have a courage to do them, but like this, you know, this is going to help you to rebalance yourself. It's important. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special oracle card message is my gorgeous Libra. So your oracle card message is, your special oracle card message is soul fragments. Okay, balance will be restored. This is so important, please, which means that, oh my God, you may feel a bit negative, you may feel a bit like tired, you may feel a bit drained, you may feel a bit down, and you may feel like you're stuck, you know, when it comes to your future. There is, you know, it's the blockage that was created, but this is nothing to do with you as such, because of so many external factors. This is what happened to you, and it affected you because, you know, you don't like when your personal balance is affected, so of course it affected you. So now you just need to understand that, look, this is a very special message, that your balance, it's about to be restored. This is fantastic. And how you're gonna know that your balance is about to be restored, my gorgeous Libra? Just literally one morning you are going to wake up, you know, one morning you are going to wake up and you're just going to basically feel a little bit different. You will be able to feel the impact of that particular day and that particular energy from a completely different angle. So that in itself, it's going to kind of make you feel excited, but you will not be able to tell where this excitement is coming from. So this is your sign. This is an important sign to pay attention, that your balance is about to be restored. And when it comes to like such a really fresh breath of fresh air, it's also like pretty much, so I can explain this like the light at the end of the tunnel. So when the light at the end of the tunnel just starts shining really brightly at us, it brings you and it shows you the vision, and the vision that you will have. It's almost going to feel like a little bit impossible how you're going to do this, how you're going to get this. It's not about that. It's about the connection that you're going to feel. You should follow it, okay? Important revelation as well. What you should be doing next, it's going to be obvious. So now I'm just going to see what is going to be a second oracle card, my gorgeous Libra. Courage. There you go. You're also, my Lord, you're also going to have a moment coming up very soon where you need to have a courage. It's the mixture of you having a courage, you having a self-esteem, you trusting yourself, you believing in yourself, you going against the current. Sometimes you have to do this in your life because, you know, you just have to. And it's all about, you know, having this sense of like uncertainty because you're swimming just a little bit against the current, against some kind of a norm, but you're going towards the right direction. But this is affecting your balance, it's affecting your self-esteem, it's affecting your strength. So very soon you're gonna have to do this, and very soon there is the situation that it's going to rise up where you will know what is the right thing to do within, but maybe some kind of like, maybe, you know, strong forces and strong like a devilish maybe person is going to try to like maybe like kind of make you change your mind or try to kind of make you understand something that absolutely doesn't make sense. So you just have to trust yourself. Remember to stay on your path, my gorgeous Libra. So there is a very important situation going to come soon, but you have to remember to have a courage to be yourself, have a self-esteem to be yourself. I'm not saying that you don't have this normally, but it's maybe about the people that you're going to be surrounded with and things like that, people that are going to make an impact and make it all a little bit more darker. You're going to be absolutely fine. The key to this is trust your intuition. Don't do something that doesn't make sense. Don't throw yourself in the sea that is so dark and it's so wavy and it's so horrible. No, you choose the sea that is beautiful, crystal clear, you know, and things like that. So you will choose the sea that is crystal clear and beautiful, only when you follow your intuition completely and trust yourself. Okay, important. So the third oracle card for you, my gorgeous Libra, is okay, your third oracle card is compassion. You are loved unconditionally. It's so good. This is going to mean to you so much. Through people in your life, you're going to be able to see quite a lot about your future that you didn't see before. People in your life are going to be playing an important role when it comes to you opening your eyes. People in your life are also going to be playing an important role when you see the importance of trusting your intuition. This is also so significant time for you because it's going to mean to you so much that you mean to other people as much as other people mean to you. But this is absolutely natural and this is completely normal. But this is a very, very powerful sign that, you know, you just basically need to understand that you're going to learn quite a lot about yourself, you know, through the people in your life. You know, they are going to be playing an absolutely mind-blowing role when it comes to you very, very soon, because through them you're going to learn quite a lot about yourself, but also most importantly about the next step. Almost like they're going to be playing an important role when it comes to like having a certain confirmation, you know, when you will really kind of have enough and you will want to go on the next stage. Important. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special oracle message is my gorgeous Scorpio, Scorpioni. Okay, so your special oracle message, my gorgeous Scorpioni, is balance will be restored. You see, this is so important because your balance was so affected, and it affected your way of thinking. It affected your balance. It made you feel really drained. It made you feel really nervous. It made you feel really tired. It made you feel really negative. And you don't like when you feel like that. We all feel like that sometimes, but we just don't like when this goes for way too long. So this affected your balance, and it was just bringing you down, and it was bringing you down, and it was bringing you down, and you were trying to do the best, and you were trying to like kind of like live your life. But it's just like you have been affected by this negativity, and because you're like a spiritual sponge, you know, you understand so much, your psychic levels are like ooh la la up there, so you can't even help this because it's because of the earthly energies that have been affecting you in this particular way. You may not even realize how much you were actually affected, you know, by this. It normally makes you feel really negative, really low and really down, and it really kind of suck out, you know, like so much energy when it comes to like planning and things like that, this is what gets affected, you know. So very soon your balance is about to be restored, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and this is so important because you're also going to basically, what is going to happen, you're also literally going to like wake up in the morning and one day, you know, very, very soon, otherwise you wouldn't see this reading. It's all about the power of synchronicity, baby. You're going to wake up at one morning, you know, very soon in the morning, and you will know, you will feel that the day is going to be different. But at the same time, it's inspiration that it's going to take over from the moment in time when you wake up your eye, when you wake up your eyes, when you open your eyes, when you wake up, from the moment in the morning, something is going to be on your mind, something that is going to inspire you. And just a couple of days before, you'll be like, no, baby, no. But now you're going to be, yeah, go for it, you know. And, you know, there are going to be certain things in between you and where you want to get, you know, when it comes to that particular subject that I'm talking about. But then you're just going to feel so strongly things when it comes to the actual immediate future, that is just going to be like kind of like a calling you and inviting you. This is pretty much so to do with who you are and what your call is on this earth. This is important because you're going to feel it like in your, you know, in your spirit, in your soul, my gorgeous Scorpione. Your second oracle card is friendship. My goodness, you see, don't forget about people in your life. People in your life are so important, like, my God. I'm not saying this because you're going to learn through them so much, you know, about a specific problem, about a specific situation. Somebody in your life is going to help you to understand something that you didn't understand before, and they are going to show you the way. Through them you're going to show the way, but you will be shown the way, and also like some kind of a shortcut. So a very special family member, a very special friend is about to tell you some kind of absolutely mind-blowing information, invaluable, mind-blowing information, because you will have a confirmation. But at the same time, what is going to be rather golden, it's going to be the spiritual key that I'm talking about. It's to do with a shortcut. So you're going to find out almost like some kind of a secret, but then again, you kind of knew quite a lot about it, but you didn't know this specific information. So pretty much it's an important time to reconnect with people in your life. So now your third oracle card, my gorgeous Scorpione, is compassion. You're loved unconditionally as well. This is so important. You see this compassion because, you know, the people in your life are like, quite few of them are about to return. I'm not saying that people in your life haven't been there. Maybe you lost the touch with them a little bit. Maybe you've lost the contact. Maybe you were worrying, you know, maybe you were feeling a little bit down, you know, but, you know, this is going to be so important to you when it comes to the actual, you know, fact that you are loved by people that you should be loved by. But it's also, most importantly, it's showing the fact what an important progress you will make in your life very soon through people that are so close to you. And I'm talking about the people that are so special on our journeys, and every now and then they come through, they come forward, and they just pinpoint about a certain part of our life that we should pay attention to, that we may not like necessarily straight away then and there, but you know, this is what I'm talking about. It's like a vice versa when it comes to you and them as well. You know, your spiritual job, if I can say like this, is like to say something that, you know, you think that you should say to that person who's very close to you, who you really understand, and it's the same from them. So something is going to be pinpointed to you, but it's important. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special oracle card messages for is going to be my gorgeous Sagittarius, Sagittarini. Okay, this is for you, my gorgeous Sagittarius. Energy signature: the past is in the present. You must carry on no matter what. You have just like kind of lost yourself just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But this is a very good sign. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're lost, because some people are sometimes a little bit sensitive, you know, but you haven't lost yourself. You know, it's just basically about a specific part of you that you have left behind. You're not doing something so fundamental. You're not doing something that you should be doing, and this is so important because it's directly connected to who you are, to your spiritual journey, but also the problem that you stumbled upon over the last 36 months, and maybe you've left that part of yourself in the past. This is about to bounce back. This is about to come back to you, my gorgeous Sagittarius. This is so important. Very soon after you hear this reading, you will feel a very strong connection with your past, very strong connection with a certain people in the past, very strong connection with certain things that you used to do in your past. But it's most importantly, it's to pay attention to who do you remember when you're thinking about this, when you're feeling a little bit blue, and at the same time, you know what is coming to you, because through that, you know, psychic channel, you're actually going to manage to channel this particular energy, this specific energy, which is going to remind you that, you know, there is something from the past that you need to bring into it. You need to continue. And that is absolutely super relevant for your current progress. So where you have kind of been blocked a little bit so far with your current progress, the answer is coming from the past. This is the vision that you will have through your past. And you will know that you need to continue with something in order to kind of get the maximum effect with things that you would like to achieve right now. This is about your success. It's about the financial security. It's about you feeling really great. It's about you feeling really good, but it's also about you kind of realizing that this means to you so much that you want to carry on with, okay? It's almost like an unfinished business, and what this is, you will find out very soon. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarius, I'm just going to see what is going to be an oracle card of the... It's not of the week, it's not of the month, but what is your second oracle card? Second important oracle card, my gorgeous Sagittarius, is boundaries. You see, this is what you need to do. You also need to pay attention to maybe you know, somebody around you I'm not too sure about. You know, you need to be kind of like a little bit careful, because somebody around you just like a little bit like there is something not quite right. I'm not saying that they're bad, I'm not saying that they're evil, I'm not saying that they're negative, but there is someone around you, it's being like kind of like a maybe not very realistic when it comes to you. So you just need to see who this is, you know, because if someone is trying to give you something or tell you something that doesn't make sense, you know, you just move on. If someone is trying to make you do something that doesn't make sense, just move on, because it's pretty much so to do with you setting your boundaries, by the same time knowing and realizing that very soon the certain mask is going to fall, the certain mask is going to be fallen, so you will see that you did the right thing. Yeah, I think it's just basically don't let someone to take an advantage of you, you know. There's something you need to remember, because you are good people, you know, Sagittarius, you have got a good heart. Okay, so now your third oracle card, my gorgeous Sagittarius, is compassion. You are loved unconditionally. Just remember this, that, you know, if you're like worrying, like if you're feeling a little bit lonely, if you're feeling a little bit down, you know, this is going to be something that is instantly going to pick you up, you know. And also the creativity, very, very soon you've got an additional little oracle card, my gorgeous Sagittarius, is the creativity that is going to set you on a very, very important path. Very soon you are going to feel very creative, and it's going to be mind-blowing, and that creativity is going to also bring two very important realizations into your life, two very important directions into your life that it's going to be absolutely impossible to ignore. Very important indeed. So the next sign that I'm going to be having a special oracle message, it's going to be my gorgeous Capricorn. Okay, Capricornius, this is for you. Okay, so your special oracle message is open intuition, seek clarification. Like, what a surprise. Like, this is to do with you. You're like super intuitive always. You're super open always. You're one of the most powerful signs when it comes to your own intuition, your own psychic power, your own third psychic eye. You're like, my lordy lord, you're naturally all over the place. No, I don't mean to say like all over the place like it's, oh my god, weird. No, baby, no. All over the place, meaning that you can find so many different like energies, like kind of like really beneficial. If I would go like to single out every single sign and just talk about like what their psychic powers are and things like that, powers are and things like that, you know, I would be able to say quite 2 or 3 about every sign. But you're like the whole thing, you know. You're just like, you can use anything. It's a good sign. You can connect in any way, you know. It's fantastic. Sometimes you just need to take care of yourself, like having a black tourmaline, a little bit of salt around you and things like that to protect your energy and vibration. But anyway, so you, my gorgeous Capricornius, you know, your intuition is now like absolutely mind-blowing, and this doesn't surprise me because this is your time now, you know. So it doesn't surprise me that your personal vibration is like increased to this like absolutely 199% level, you know. No 100 but 199, like 200, you know. So very soon you are going to want, you know, not that long ago, after you see this reading, you will want to seek clarification. You should most certainly seek clarification. You're going to come across this path that is going to be rather strange and bizarre, and you're going to feel like you've been kind of done by someone, or you know, just something is not going to make sense to you. For the love of God, please seek clarification. You need this clarity. This clarity is important. And what this is, you will know. What this is, you will be aware of it. Your eyes are going to be wide open. Do not do anything silly. Do not do anything naughty. Do not do anything that you wouldn't normally do. Don't let this negative energy to take the better of you. You're smart, you're clever, you're powerful, you understand so much about life, you know, from a very, very high angle. So very soon, maybe someone is going to ask you something, you know, whatever it is, you know, you need to seek clarification. You need to seek clarity. This is what you need to do. Just remember, very, very soon after you hear this reading, this is going to happen, and it's not going to make sense to you. What maybe someone is going to tell you something, someone is going to maybe offer you something, you know. Just like if it doesn't make sense, do not, for the love of God, just step into the darkness without having your own will. So most certainly you need to seek clarity, because what you're going to find out, what you're going to know, I mean, you're going to be aware of, and the confirmation that you're going to have, oh my God, it's been sitting at the back of your mind from a long time ago. Okay. And also the second oracle card for you, my gorgeous Capricornius, is friendship as well. There you go. Pay attention to people in your life. It's just remarkable how many times I took this card out. This is absolutely remarkable, but it's only showing how we all benefit from these energies. You know, we're all benefiting from these earthly energies in a rather similar way. You know, certain energies are going and changes, you know, the different times, but now, you know, something is going to be pinpointed from somebody very special to you, very important to you. This is what a friendship is. They are going to give you an absolutely invaluable information, and this information is going to help you so much to make sense of things, but also this information is going to help you to kind of like redirect yourself slightly, to pay attention to certain things that you're going to need to change, like when it comes to priorities. But most importantly, it's going to be very strong sense of the light at the end of the tunnel, because they will tell you the certain information, and that in itself is going to show you the way, you know, to go where you want to go, to do what you want to do, not what somebody else wants you to do. You know what I mean? Okay, so now the third card for you, my gorgeous Capricornius, the third oracle card is going to be care. Be gentle with yourself. This is very important to be, just from now on, just listen. This is a very powerful message, because, you know, try to connect and reconnect with the nature as much as you can. Try to ground yourself, try to get something for yourself, try to do things. This is a very special message, because it's telling you to be gentle with yourself. It's not only about meditation, it's not only about grounding, but it's also about the power of your own manifestation, because this also means that, you know, from now on, when you hear this reading, you know, you will hear this reading when you're meant to hear this. So a few days after that, it's also something is going to come to you, you know, some kind of idea, some kind of realization, and you just need to remember to give credit to yourself, because the power of manifestation is going to take over immediately. It means that soon you're going to have the idea, but the tricky situation is going to be like, oh, subconsciously it's going to make you feel like, oh no, it's not the right time, it's not the right time, but it is. It's down to you. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special oracle message is going to be my gorgeous Aquarius, Aquamarini. This is for you, my gorgeous Aquamarinis. This is, you see, as soon as I get to Aquamarini, it's like, oh my god, the cards are like jumping. Okay, so just a second. I hope you don't see my back. Okay. Not that I'm worried about my back, but I don't know why I say this. Just a second. Sorry, I'm looking for the cards. They had to jump out as soon as I do Aquamarine. I'm joking. That means that you are about to have a little surprise, my gorgeous Aquamarine. This is why this cards just jumped out. You are about to have a surprise very, very soon. After you hear this reading, not that long after that time, after you hear this reading, there is a surprise that is going to come through, and it's into your life, and it's going to be mind-blowing. It's going to surprise you, like, oh my god, like completely. But it's, you know, going to also be the huge part of your life that is going to become absolutely evident that it's moving on, you know. So this is important. So something unexpected is going to happen, but then again, it's going to awaken you quite a lot. It's going to awaken you, especially how much do you want, like, the specific change in your life. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarine, your oracle card is, okay, channel your knowledge. My goodness, you see this? Channel your knowledge. It's about the critical judgment. Okay, this is very important. Very, very soon, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, you're going to be surrounded by the person or a group of people who are very draining and very not good and very kind of dark in vibration and very dark in energy, and almost like sometimes these devilish people, this like people, they can take all sorts of like kind of shapes, not literal shapes, but they can come out to us in so many different ways. So they can seem really nice and cute and la 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 lovely, but you know, behind they're like worms. Behind it's all like rotten, you know. So you see, I'm coughing because this is the situation that is going to come up, and you will be surrounded by maybe certain people or a certain person, a couple of people who are going to be very strong, but they're not good, you know. They're not positive, they're not like optimistic, you know. They're like kind of like something very dark about them, and that what they want to do, it's also a little bit dark, you know. I don't want to scare you or anything. The bottom line is that you are going to respond in the right way. So it's almost like for a second they will kind of drain your energy, and they're going to make an impact into your life where you're going to think like, oh my god, like oh my god, are they for real? Is he for real? Are they for real? But then again, you will realize no, it's going to bring you back down straight away, because something is going to be quite unrealistic. Through something being unrealistic, you will be able to see things for what they are, and that in itself, it's going to show you to kind of like, it's going to point you to channel your knowledge. This is very important because it is about the critical judgment that you're going to make. This judgment is critical because it needs to come from you, because it's going to be on the border, almost as it's like this person or a group of people are so draining, and it's almost as if they're going to like kind of put on top of you like their own opinion. So for a second you're going to be like, oh my god, what's happening, you know. And then you're just going to need to realize, no, the answer to this critical judgment is just follow your intuition. Even if you have to choose like the long path, even if you have to choose like the path that absolutely doesn't make sense, how you're going to get there with everything happening, blah blah blah. No baby, no. This is your critical judgment. Your critical judgment is your intuition. It's you being true to yourself, staying true to yourself. Okay, staying truthful to yourself. But at the same time, it's an absolutely mind-blowing moment in time, because few days later you are within the next 8 days later, you are going to have an absolutely mind-blowing moment in time when it comes to your personal development, when it comes to your personal promotion. when it comes to things that are going to be very, very kind of like important in your life, very sacred to you. So this is going to be your reward. Okay, so this is the answer to it. Just follow your intuition. So now your second oracle card, my gorgeous Aquamarini, is home. Oh my God, you see, that's exactly what you need to do. You need to focus on your home as much as you can. Do things that you wanted to do in your home, within your immediate environment. Now the energy is absolutely right. Believe me or not, the energy is absolutely perfect. By you focusing on your home, by you doing things in your home, by you doing things in an immediate environment after you hear these readings, you know, at the same time your energy is going to become very magnetic. And by doing this, you will be having all sorts of ideas. But one specific idea, it's going to be mind-blowing, and it's to do with a big change when it comes to your home. It's going to come to you. And this is also spiritually going to be your coming home to yourself time. Okay? Very important indeed. So the third oracle card, my gorgeous Aquamarini, is protection. Goddess has your back. Just remember this. This is so important, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Protection. Goddess has your back. Because, you know, you will be walking through an uncertain part of your life. But the way to do this, the way to walk through, the way to get on top is just stay true to yourself. That's all you need to do, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Just remember, Goddess has your back. Important. And you're going to feel this as well. You're going to feel like someone is around you. And when you feel like someone is around you, quite soon after you hear this reading, as well, pay attention to specifically what was on your mind then and there, because there is going to be the specific message that they will bring you. Very unusual message, but very specific indeed. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be having a special oracle message, of course, is going to be my gorgeous Piscelini, my gorgeous Pisces. This is your special oracle card message number 1. There are going to be 3. So this is your special oracle card message, my gorgeous Piscelini. Oh, pam, pam, param, pam. Divine will, let go of fear. Pisces, this is so important. I'm not saying that you're scared. I'm not saying that you're paranoid. I'm not saying that you're fearful or anything. I'm just saying to let go of fear. Within the, you know, like, first of all, if you saw this reading, you know, this is so important. You're meant to see this reading. And then few days after you hear this reading, you will see exactly what I was talking about. You will be thinking about the specific part of your life. You will be thinking about the specific path. You will be thinking about a specific option, but you will be scared. There is something that is going to make you feel so scared. There is something that is going to make you feel so fearful. There is something that it's going to make you feel so negative. You need to work on this. Why are you feeling like this? Why are you feeling so fearful? Why are you feeling so negative? You need to recognize where this is coming from, and exactly that part of your life you need to cut out and ignore, like, for literally ever, because that karmically came to an end like a quite while back. So now it's down on you, and it's up to you to remove yourself from things that don't make sense to you. Don't listen to things that are just bringing you down. Don't listen to things that are making you feel negative. Don't have like some kind of like a little radio on in the background, and maybe it's so quiet you think you're not even hearing it, but it's all going plop, plop, plop into your subconscious mind, and it's just affecting you because it stays there. You don't need to hear the specific message be aware of it. You can pick up on it subconsciously. Even while you're just reading paper like that, you're reading one thing and there is something on the right, something on the left, This bastard on the right and on the left, they both go into your mind without even realizing. It's the power of our own mind, but it's also power of our own spirituality that takes over. So this is, you just need to become aware of it. So my gorgeous Pisces, very soon after you hear this reading, you will want to do something in your life, something really big, something really important when it comes to the next step. But then again, there is going to be this certain fear that you will feel, you know, and this is what you need to cut out of your life. This is what you need to remove yourself from, because also it's been affecting you so much. It's time to be brave. It's time to be yourself. It's time to do things that you want to do. It's time to like kind of ignore like any kind of like setbacks that you have set on yourself in such a way, oh, now it's not the right time, now it's not the right time, now it's not the right time. You will know what this is. This is to do with an important continuation in your life. But also your Piscelini, you know how to swim, baby. Also sometimes, you know, this fear is coming from maybe you not doing a norm, being a part of some kind of a norm, you doing your own thing, you thinking with your own mind, you following your own intuition, you paying attention to your third psychic eye. This is where this fear is going to come from, because on one hand you're doing your own thing, you're doing things that you need to do here, not what you're told by some devilish, you know, force, you know. You're doing things that only make sense to you. So this is what you need to understand. It's important. Now it's time to remove yourself from this. Almost a few days later, after that happens, you are going to have the opportunity that you wouldn't normally have, you know. So this is why this is so significant. Your second oracle card, my gorgeous Piscelini, is home. This is also so important. You need to make certain changes in your home. You need to make a certain changes in your environment. You need to make a certain changes within your immediate environment. Whether this is your home, whether this is in your office, somewhere where you're spending lots of time, but you need to do this because you are gonna find this vibration so necessary when it comes to your own energy. If you, I know it sounds crazy, but if you change things around a little bit within your immediate environment, this is almost instantly going to increase your vibration, and it's going to help you in a long term when it comes to like being effective for way longer, you know. But also the ideas, because your energy becomes quite magnetic, so you get in return, in response, you get so many ideas, you know, that you should be paying attention to. And also on another hand, you know, you are very soon gonna become aware of the fact that there is going to be quite a big change, you know, that it's about to happen when it comes to your immediate environment, and this is going to be quite good. It's almost like a very special little reward, and it's also showing the fact that you are gonna slowly want to move on from where you are right now. I'm not saying that you will move on like your place of living, you know, like completely, but you know, you will just want to start making certain changes, or you will start thinking about them. Okay, so now your third oracle card, my gorgeous Piscelini, is okay, your third oracle card, my gorgeous Piscelini, is wisdom. My God, remember the 5th of November. Remember this, you know, this is so important. My gorgeous Piscelini, this is a very important oracle card, probably one of the most important cards I've done in a long time. You are about to gain some kind of knowledge. You are about to become aware of like a wisdom that you had within you for a long time. I know lots of people think like, oh, he's crazy, you know, like but it's just like a basically things that I say, you know. But I do genuinely think that we live many lives, that we die and we are reborn, we die and we are reborn, we die and we are reborn, and so on. But the spirit remembers. Oh my God, we remember so much. We can do so much, you know. But that's another story now. That's another subject. But what I want you to understand understand is that there is something not that soon after you hear this reading, you see this, you will basically remember the missing part of you, and that missing part of you is going to be playing an absolutely mind-blowing role when it comes to like you feeling inspiration, when it comes to you feeling a balance again, when it comes to you feeling like that sacred direction. You know, that there is a very important direction that is about to unfold in your life, and you will know that this is the right thing to do. You will know that this is your butterfly moment. You will know that this is your moment of transformation and your rebirth at the same time, because you know the feeling within, it's going to be undeniable. You should most certainly not ignore this. This is absolutely brilliant and rather important time of your life. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you, of course I do, and I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous people. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.